Hi everyone, it's me, Ray, once again. Welcome back to my channel. Let me fix this real fast. I've been moving around way too much with it. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. Or welcome to my channel if you are new here, which you probably are, because there's only like a few people that actually have watched me. So, welcome. I appreciate you being here. We'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Today, I am going to be talking about YouTuber sponsored items. YouTube sponsors products. Yes. That. I wanted to just kind of like talk about them and give an honest review on all of them because, I mean, as you know, the people that get sponsored by them are getting paid for them, and I obviously am not, because I have only been doing this for a little while and don't have that many subscribers, so obviously nobody is paying me to say this. So I wanted to just go ahead and like give my honest opinion on all of these items and just talk about them and let you know how they work and all of that good stuff. A little bit of backstory. I have been watching YouTube for a very long time. We've all sort of grown up with YouTube and have sort of seen the transition with YouTube now that people can like make money on it. We are sort of inundated a bit with these advertisements about these products, and you know, sometimes the advertisements work and they make you want to actually like buy the item and just try them out. And so definitely they've worked on me because obviously I have bought them. And yeah, I do think that actually all of these products are good products. I don't think any of them are bad at all. I don't have anything super harsh to say about them. Just some kind of like general pros and cons. So if you are interested in hearing actual like honest opinion about these products, just stay tuned. We're gonna get into it right now. So I have sort of categorized these items. I have some tech, I have some bedtime stuff. The first product I want to talk about is going to be the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. I have been using these earbuds for quite some time at this point. They are my favorite set of earbuds that I own. They are, I think, the most functional. Okay. Thanks, phone, for telling me about a friend's birthday. Just turn on Do Not Disturb. I have been using the Raycon earbuds for quite some time at this point, and they are my favorite earbuds. They are, I think, the most functional for me. The thing that I like the most about them is the fact that they have actual tactile buttons on them. They are a lot easier to use than the other earbuds that I have that don't have buttons on them. They usually just have like sensors where like you touch them, and supposedly, allegedly, they, you know, adjust the volume or turn off the earbuds or what have you, change the different modes, you know, and normally they don't. But I have bought like a fair few of these kind of headphones that have that like sort of sensor technology on them, and none of them work great. They're not nearly as reliable as an actual button, so that's one thing I really appreciate the Raycons having is a button. I think all earbuds should have buttons on them, so that way they actually like work properly and they're not trying to like sense that you're like touching the earbud to do a thing. I don't think that works very well, so I really like that. They also of course have really nice sound quality. I've tried a fair few other like cheaper earbuds and a lot of the time they don't sound all that great. These are definitely on the higher end scale in terms of like quality for like sound, so definitely really good sound quality. They truthfully don't fall out. I have tested them. They don't fall out. They work really well. I don't like do a ton of movement in them, admittedly. Yeah, they don't fall out and they're quite comfortable. I really do appreciate how comfortable they are. They fit in the ear really well, and I think that they also have a long battery life. I can get many hours out of them before I have to charge them, so would recommend those. The only sort of issue I guess I would say is that I don't know what the culprit was here, admittedly. So the Raycons decided to disconnect from my phone randomly. They were literally like working and then they didn't work any longer. Like, so as of right now they're like disconnected from my phone. I can't get them to reconnect, and normally their connection is really snappy. Like, you take them out of the little charging case and it works really well, and they usually like, you know, immediately connect to my phone, but for some reason they just like disconnected. I have a theory that my laptop was like interfering with it because my laptop like has them paired to it as well. So I just turned off my laptop's Bluetooth and I'm gonna see if I can't try to reconnect it to my phone. But for the life of me, like, I can't get it to like reconnect. I have tried so many different ways. I have turned off my phone, I have turned off the headphones multiple times, I turned off my phone's Bluetooth, I have like unpaired them to my phone, like I've forgotten them on my Bluetooth list on my phone and tried to reconnect it that way because that usually works, but I don't know. It's a struggle right now, but I'm sure I'll be able to get it to work again. It just randomly decided to like stop working. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but I'll figure it out. Anyways, just know that that could happen. Honestly, I do blame my laptop. I hope I can get it fixed. I'm sure I can, but just know that that can happen with these earbuds. Okay, so update. I got it to work. I have figured out how to pair my Raycons again back to my phone, and I think it was the laptop. So just know that there is some interference on occasion with some devices, and I don't know if it's the laptop, I don't know if it's the headphones, I don't know what the culprit was, no idea. But I just disconnected the headphones from my laptop and now they are working again. Next on to Vessi shoes. I am sure if you have been watching YouTube as long as I have, you have seen these shoes a lot from a bunch of different YouTubers, and they're sponsored by this shoe brand, and I've really wanted a pair for a really long time, and so I finally went ahead and I bought a pair, and my husband bought a pair, and I do like them, but I got an all white pair and that was a mistake. Unfortunately, I thought, well, you know, they're machine washable. At least they claim to be. I'm sure they are. I haven't tried to actually wash them in the washing machine yet. I think I will soon. But yeah, all white was a bad idea. They are pretty difficult to actually like clean off the dirt, and they get dirty quickly because duh, they are white. It is what it is. White shoes, what are you gonna do? But they just keep getting like dirt on them, and the top part of the shoe, which I can only assume is what they call the Dymatex. They label that as that like woven part of the shoe. It's like a really thick woven sort of material, some waterproof, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say here, some waterproof fabric that it's like really textured and it gets dirty quite easily and it's a little bit hard to clean. Like the rest of the shoe is like mostly all leather, so that is fine, like cleaning off of that is easy, but that like textured material is quite hard to actually clean. So what I did is I bought a pair of like sneaker cleaning sponge brush thingies from Amazon, and if you want to see what it was, I'll put an image of it right here. Boop. So I bought that and I've been using it on the shoes quite often because I just want to try to keep them somewhat clean. And it works pretty okay. It gets off like the majority of the dirt. And I will say that the sneakers are waterproof because when I scrub them with that brush, I run it under the sink to kind of get off the stuff, the cleaning solution, and it doesn't seep through. So the shoes are waterproof. They're not lying about that. And I really appreciate that. So, you know, obviously I guess if you're buying these Vessis, you want them to be waterproof. So they are, as far as I can tell. They definitely are. That is just the one downside. Like, don't get an all-white pair. I would recommend getting like black or gray or something else that's not going to show a bunch of crud on them. Another con, I would say, is that they are a little bit on the pricier side, though for like a pair of nicer sneakers, they're not too bad, obviously. They're like 130 or so, at least for the style that I got, which I will put the name of it in the picture here. Boop. So at least for the style that I got, they are somewhat on the pricier side. But I do feel like it is important to invest money in a nice pair of shoes because obviously if you're going to be wearing them a lot, you want them to be durable and actually like be able to be worn a bunch. Otherwise you're just going to like throw them away and then have to get a new pair. And so it's just better to invest because you'll just have those shoes for a lot longer. I don't think that the price is necessarily too bad, honestly. It is like not super cheap or anything like that. That's not surprising. It's not surprising to me that the price is that way. So, but just fair warning in case you wanted a pair, but yeah, I mean, wait maybe for a sale. Now on to a couple of bedding items. I want to talk about the Helix sleep mattresses. I have seen, you know, like Jamie French gets sponsored by them, like, you know, every now and again, and she's like the main one that I can think of, I guess, right now, but I can't remember who the first YouTuber I saw with that sponsor, but I thought, well, you know, I was in the market for a new mattress and it did sound kind of promising. I like the fact that it has the like the sleep quiz thing that you can take, and so I took that sleep quiz, got matched with the Midnight Luxe mattress. It is the sort of like slightly higher end, middly firm. The Goldilocks firmness sits right in the middle. And I freaking love these mattresses, you guys. I have bought two. So I have a queen mattress that I and my husband was using back at our old place in the apartment that we were in, which was obviously a lot smaller than our current living situation. Now we got a king size mattress for our current bedroom, and we've moved the queen size mattress and the bed frame and all that stuff into our guest bedroom. So now it is our guest bed, and we love it. We love these mattresses. I think they're so comfortable. Definitely like the best mattress that I've ever slept on. And growing up, I always slept on like crap mattresses, honestly, but it's fine. But I am so glad that as an adult, like, I don't have to sleep on an uncomfortable mattress. And if you were kind of looking at them and you were worried about spending that much on a mattress, which admittedly the one con that I can think of is price. It is definitely on the pricier side. But if you were thinking about buying a new mattress, honestly, I would get the Helix. It is a really nice mattress. Specifically like the Midnight Luxe, if you like a middle of the road firmness like I do. I mean, I can't recommend it enough. Take that sleep quiz though if you like something a little bit more firm or a little bit softer. I would definitely do that before you buy. It is, I think, a really helpful way of kind of matching you to the perfect mattress, so go ahead and do that if you're in the market for a new mattress. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. It's been a while since I've actually seen this product be sponsored by a YouTuber.
Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please.
I know the last time that I saw this sponsor was on like a Ryan George video, one of his like little comedy sketches. So shout out to him. He's funny. I enjoy all of his little sketches. So this is the brand of sheets called Sheets and Giggles, which I love that name. What a good name that is. It's really smart. Yeah, so Sheets and Giggles, they are a sheet set that is made out of bamboo, I think, something like that. Lyocell. Let's see.
One eternity later.
Oh, eucalyptus. They are made with eucalyptus fiber. Eucalyptus lyocell.
Lyocell.
Yeah. So they're supposed to be a little bit more sustainable and like cooling and soft. All of that good stuff. So I really enjoyed them when I had them. They were cooling and they were soft and comfortable. However, one big con is that the fitted sheet kept ripping, and I don't know why. They are supposed to be cleaned in cold water, and you can dry them on like the lowest setting. So you're supposed to be able to wash them in a machine, no problem. And I don't know if it was that or something else, but the fitted sheet just, like, I had 2 fitted sheets that had a big tear like in the middle of the fitted sheet from them. I don't know why. The first time I did reach out to them and they sent me like literally a whole new sheet set for free, which was really nice. So their customer service is really great. And I did get it through Amazon, so I actually reached out to the seller themselves, Sheets and Giggles, and they did do that for me, so that was really great. However, the second time, the fitted sheet ripped, which, well, that's very unfortunate. I'm not gonna reach back out, like, I feel bad, like, hey, it ripped again. Like, I don't know, I'm not trying to, like, keep getting, like, free sheets all the time, but man, like, why does it keep, like, freaking ripping? I don't know, and I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. I was just following, like, the machine care instructions, at least I think so. So, I'm not sure. I guess, for me, they're just a little bit too delicate. If you are not a patient person like I am, then perhaps it's just a little bit too hard to take care of those sort of things. They're just too delicate. They're too delicate for me. I won't repurchase. So that is very unfortunate. All right, moving on to a couple of food sponsors. The biggest one, if you've not heard of them, you are living under a rock, but it is HelloFresh. They say that they're the #1 meal kit company in America, which I'm sure that's probably true. I don't see other meal kits being promoted as much as HelloFresh has been, and I used them a lot, and I even got my parents on them and like friends onto using HelloFresh, and they are extremely convenient, and all of their food recipes were extremely tasty. There was no complaints there. I do have one smallish complaint about them, and it's just that some of the produce was like a little sad when I got it. Some of the carrots were like a little flaccid. They're little noodly, and I mean, they were, you know, fine to cook with still. They weren't like rotted or anything. It's just like they were a little like squishy, a little flaccid, like I said. On occasion that would happen. Sometimes we would just get like, you know, like really tiny ones that just seemed like kind of silly to have like that small of like a carrot. Like they're like these thin and this big, you know, and it's supposed to feed like 2 people or whatever. So also on occasion, like there was these, and it was a really good recipe. There was this like zucchini boat recipe thing, but the zucchinis would also be maybe a little bit flaccid on occasion, or they would be teeny tiny, you know, and then you make this little zucchini boat. It's small. It's just like tiny. So that's a little bit annoying, but otherwise everything was really great. I will say you need to make the food in a timely fashion because duh, it is all fresh. It is, you know, not frozen stuff. If you don't, then you will be throwing the food away, which is very sad when I recommend. I have done that many times because I kind of suck about making food in a timely fashion. So, especially produce. I really like letting produce go to waste, and I don't mean to, but I just forget about it. And sometimes I'm just lazy and I just don't want to cook. So, that's on me. That is not on them. It's on me. 100%. But just know that you need to make it in a timely fashion. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about Factor, which is now owned by HelloFresh. I learned I used them for a little bit because they are definitely a lot more convenient than HelloFresh in terms of the fact that, well, you don't do any prep. It is literally like a microwave meal. You put it in the microwave for a few minutes and then the food is ready, which is great. I mean, that's a mega convenient. I love like the convenience of it. What I don't love about the Factor meals is that some of them, like their flavors or recipes, were not my absolute favorite. Some of them, like, they were just kind of odd. Like, I didn't like some of the flavors in them, and I guess like some of the ingredients were not my favorite, which you can pick and choose, and so that's fine. I would just like pick some stuff and that I thought I would like, but just didn't like all of them. So I guess that's definitely on me, but I think some of their stuff was just like a little bit too rich. Which, you know, is not always like a bad thing, but like sometimes it's just like too much, you know? And also, if you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to cut calories, some of their meals are definitely on the higher like caloric side. I think it's really great if you're like working out and you need like a lot of protein and that sort of thing, and you need calories, you know. But if you're like on a diet and you're trying to like watch calories and cut calories, they're not necessarily the most like low calorie meals. Some of them you can get lower calorie meals, but it's not as common. And I think their app sometimes too like doesn't always have like the forefront of, you know, this is like the healthy low calorie meals that you can choose from. I don't know, I just got sort of bored with the flavors. I think that maybe it could have been a little bit more diverse, but then again, it's been a little bit now since I have tried them, so I don't know what they are like now. It's been like maybe like a year or two since I've had it last, so maybe it's better now, I'm not sure. So I guess maybe take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. I should try it again, and I might, but as of right now, I also want to like save up a little bit of money, and they are a little bit pricier than I guess I would like to spend, so there is also that too. Just know that, yeah, I mean, you have to pay weekly for these meals, and I don't know how much they are per meal. It's like $8 or something, which relatively normal for like meals, but you could potentially make a much cheaper meal. So yeah, that is sort of my 2 cents on all of those products, really. I don't have too much more else to say about any of them, aside from, for the most part, I do enjoy a lot of these items and these products, and I would, for the most part, recommend them, aside from the cons that I mentioned. So if you enjoyed watching me ramble on about these products, then maybe give me a like, maybe share the video, maybe subscribe if you feel generous, or whatever. And if you want me to talk more about other YouTube sponsor items, products, whatever, just let me know. I would be happy to. I always like to try out new things. That's part of why I want to keep doing this channel. Thank you so much. If you watched all the way to the end, I really do appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye.